the Thunder Dragon. Hey guys, so I'm out here in my garage because I've been talking about my stronger grip and my driver swing a lot, and people started to ask me about launch conditions and spin and all this other stuff, and you need to get really fitted. So I have a driver that I got fitted for my launch and spin. Now granted, my swing was a little bit different then, but it's the Thunder Dragon. And I haven't played with the Thunder Dragon recently because the shaft is pretty darn long and over 45 inches. My driver's 44 inches. I think it's 45 and a half. And I mean, I can hit it a mile, but I would lose control over it sometimes at the worst moment. But I could do that with any driver. But now with my hold off kind of strong grip release, hammer release, I'm wondering if it might hold up. So I'm gonna take it to the course. I'm gonna try it out today. Okay guys, so here I am squaring up to the ball with my 44-inch driver. I believe it's 44. It looks like my other driver's about an inch longer. It may be 44 and a half. I'll have to measure it. Here's my first drive, standard drive. You know, every day is a little bit different. I'm hitting a baby draw today. And that first drive was pretty good. Now, I don't want to edit this. I want to show you 5 straight drives with my grenade. It's another perfect standard drive. So the real unsung hero of the driver is the shaft. I've got a Matrix Ozic stiff that's cut down, which makes it a little stiffer than normal when it's shorter. And I had to add some lead tape to the head to make the driver D2. That one is just ripped right up the gut. That was an excellent drive. I'm still admiring it. But you know, in my mind, I'm actually hoping that the Thunder Dragon is going to be even more incredible. I'm like, man, I can get even extra distance now with this consistent release. That drive was off the heel a little bit, wasn't perfect, but it'd be straight down the fairway. So here's my 5th drive. That's one of those high launch, low spin drives. That was probably the longest one. So now it's time to switch it up. I'm gonna take out the Thunder Dragon and I'm gonna see what I can do with it. Get this all squared away, get my other driver out for alignment. I'm going over that tree that's in the middle of the fence, right behind the middle fence post. So immediately as I'm measuring up to this ball, I feel like I'm a mile away from it. It's incredible what an inch or inch and a half can do to the way you feel in your setup. And that was a big hook. Yeah, probably about 30 to 40 yards left of what I was hoping for. But, you know, still hoping that gonna find some good distance here, good accuracy with this driver. Gonna try and pace myself. And that's another hook. It's not quite as bad as the first one, but it's not what I was looking for. Now, the little draws I was hitting with my grenade, at least they'd start out slightly to the right and they'd draw back onto the target. So that one I'm just trying to cut, and I did hit it a mile, but it's a little, you know, push out to the right, but not too bad. So I'll give it another go round here. So that was a pretty long ball. That was that little draw right over the tree, pretty darn far. Yeah, I hit that one pretty well. So 1 out of 4. Or, well, you know, maybe 2 out of 4. The third swing wasn't too bad. And I just got right underneath that one and popped it up into the air, so not too successful.
Yeah, I don't think the Thunder Dragon's gonna make the cut.
So I'd say the moral of the story is, if you can find a driver that you feel confident in, you know, you gotta stick with it. For me, a shorter driver, 44 inches, I mean, that's what I've heard the average driver on tour is 44.5 inches. If you look at those guys, Ricky's one of the only guys with a really long driver. But most of them play drivers that they can manage. And I hit this club over 300 when I really go after it, so I've got plenty of distance. I just need to be able to get that ball in the fairway so I can get a scoring club in my hand and make some birdies. So I hope you hit them long and hit them straight.
Anyone can learn to hit the ball farther. And if you're not hitting it as far as you can, you're probably not scoring as well as you could be, and you're not having as much fun. I had no idea I didn't know how to swing for speed. Now, if you don't know how to swing for speed, you're leaving tons of yardage in the bag, I guarantee it. By learning the 3 T's of distance, you'll be able to maximize your driving potential. Who doesn't love to hit a ball well over 300 yards? Doesn't it feel great when you just crush a drive and everybody's mouth is hanging open while the ball sails away into the distance? Everybody can learn to hit the ball farther, and if you hit the ball farther, you'll play the game better and you'll have a lot more fun. Hit them long and hit them straight.